Welcome back to My Life, My Songs with your host, Jimmy Fortune. Well, in 1977, you had an accident that was really, you sustained a lot of injuries and everything. Now, I know that had to change the course in your life in a lot of ways and the way you thought about going forward.
And it made me realize even more as time goes on how blessed I have been, because there was every likelihood that I could never perform again or whatever. I had wonderful doctors. I had a wonderful support friend in Dottie West, but because the whole left side of my face has been rebuilt, I had concussion, I had punctured lung, both lungs collapsed. Wow. So for me to be able to sing is just absolutely a miracle, really. I had gone to sleep. We'd come in off the road, and I thought I was awake. It was early morning, and I was leaving Jack's farm where we parked the bus, going back to mine. And I just went around a curve and never corrected and went off the embankment. But it did make me realize again how quickly your life can change in an instant, so pay more attention. I don't drive when I'm sleepy anymore.
Well, no, but you know, that says a lot about your determination and the passion that you have for what you do. Like I said, when you hit the stage, it shows.
That was, and I had a lot to overcome, because the feeling, the sensations in my face, even though the plastic surgeon had rebuilt my face and everybody kept saying, you look fine, Jeannie, you look just like you did. It doesn't feel that way, still doesn't to this day.
Right.
But I overcame it, and a couple of people that really helped. One was Dottie West, because she was there through the whole thing in the hospital with me and all, but she she said, I'm coming out and get you and bring you out to my house. You just need a change of scenery. And I said, okay, but Dottie, I know the tour buses come by, so I don't want to greet the tour buses like I know you will. Oh, I won't do that.
Oh,
I should have known better. But sure enough, we get out there and a tour bus comes by, and we're out there. And I started going in the house, and she said, please don't. Just let them see you. Let them show you that you're, I'm going to cry talking about it. She said, let them, you won't listen to me, let them tell you. And once it was over, they're all just, we're glad to see you back. Nobody said a word. So that was good. The other one that happening that helped me was Merle Haggard came to town to record. And he called out and said he'd like to come out and see me. So my friend came and said, Merle's in town, he wants to come and see you. And I said, tell him I really appreciate it. But
you turned down Merle Haggard?
Yeah, I said, well, I tried.
Oh.
I said, tell Merle thanks, but I really don't want to see him yet. And so she came back, and I said, what'd he say? And she said, he said he didn't care whether you wanted to see him or not. He was coming.
Oh, my God.
So he came, and that's when he asked me if I had written anything lately. And I had written Life of a Rodeo Cowboy, and so he recorded that. So
now, 2018, you received your star on the Music City Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
And man, now tell me how that just thrilled. That had to thrill you to death. But
I had no warning about that, nothing. I get this letter in the mail, and I came in and I opened it, and I just looked at Jean, and I sat down on the couch. I said, does this mean what I think it means, you know? And it's like, you have been chosen, you know, for us. So I was absolutely thrilled. And by the way, I just want to tell everybody, when you go visit the Walk of Fame, and I hope you do, because there's so many wonderful people there, but when you get to mine, everybody's got a cell phone, and you know how to do videos. So I want you to do a selfie happy dance at my start, and then post it on Facebook.
oh, well, we're going to have to do that. Me and Nina's going to go do that for you.
Yeah, I want that.
Well, you were recognized for ranking #2 in Billboard's top TV songs chart for January 2018 for your song "Anyone Who Knows." Now,
Yeah.
boy, now that had to be
Yeah,
a nice
that's
feeling.
that song that I wrote when I was 24 years old that just keeps showing up.
A good song
everywhere.
never dies.
That's true, and can be done any way, as we talked with "Don't Touch Me." But yeah, that was amazing to me. It's been used in Here and Now, which I never have seen. It's on Netflix, I guess, and Little Big Lies, and it was in the trailer for the movie Jurassic World.
Okay.
In
Wow.
the trailer for the movie Moonlight.
I still want to go to your mailbox. I don't care if it.
Yeah. There might be a stray one coming there.
There are lots more great stories up ahead on My Life, My Songs. Thanks for coming on back to My Life, My Song. Now, at age 80 now, you recorded a duet with Willie Nelson. And you were telling me before, I didn't get to hang around Willie much. I haven't really, so I don't really know him as well as you do. But tell me about Willie a little bit, about your...
This new album I did for Curb Records, and Don Cusick producing it, and he said, I want to do some different things. I want to have some guest artists on it. So in a town like Nashville, when you've got so much incredible talent, where do you start? How do you choose who you're going to ask to be a guest on a project? So for me, I just went to my Opry family first, you know, and went through them. But I was in the kitchen cleaning up after dinner. We were almost done, and I said, Jean, my word, I'm on Willie's Roadhouse. And I forgot to invite Willie Nelson to be on my album. And I knew immediately which song I would really want him to do, the Dallas Wayne song, Not a Dry Eye in the House, which is, I love the way this song is written, speaking of songwriters. Right. Because it's written with a theatrical theme, about, you know, a performance, not a dry eye in the house, but she's talking about their home since you've been gone, and it's a great piece of material. So I called Buddy Cannon. He said, I know Willie's going to want to do it. And I said, well, how do we do it? He said, send the track to me. I will send it to everybody. So he said he may do it on his bus, he may do it in Hawaii, he may do it on his ranch, but he'll do it. So that's what we did. And I loved what Dallas Wayne said about it. You know, as a writer, you always wonder how someone's going to interpret what you wrote. And Dallas said, I love what y'all did. It was like an intimate conversation between two old friends. Wow. So isn't that cool? That's so cool. Most people can't get one record contract in a life. Now you just signed a new contract not too long ago with Curb. Yeah. And you have a single called If You Could Call It That. That's the song that Ron Harmon had some Dottie West memorabilia, and he found this where she had started that in a journal, and way back in 60s. 70s maybe. Wow. Late 60s, early 70s probably, because she, on the inside cover of the journal, she had written Jeannie Seeley, 824-7011. That was my old phone number back then. But I think that was kind of a mantra, if you will, with Dottie all through the years, because I remember her saying that when I'd ask her, you know, Dottie, how you doing? When things were, you know, going so bad for her, she'd say, I just go on living, if you could call it that. Ooh. And so Ron, it hit Ron so much, he took it to Bobby Tomberlin, who then called Steve Warner in because he said, you worked with Dottie, you practically lived at her house. So I really believe they finished the song like Dottie would have. It's a strong piece of material. And I'm getting so many comments from people now as they hear it say, I lost my husband in COVID, and I just go on living, if you could call it that. It's hitting so many people. It's just a great song.
Thank you so much for coming on today and being a part of this. You know what it means to me. Like I said, I'm kind of new at this, being on this side of it, asking questions and things. Yeah. But I love hearing your story.
You're doing a good job.
Well,
I talk too much.
You make it easy. You make it easy.
You and are buying lunch, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay,
Absolutely.
You heard it.
Well, look, thank you all so much for tuning in today with my special guest, Jeannie Seeley. We love her so much, and we will see you next time on My Life and My Songs. God bless all of you. We'll see you next time.